and they were left inside of a vehicle, we believe, for more than 90 minutes. When the owners of the two animals came home or returned and discovered the two dogs in the car for that amount of time, they took them out and attempted to revive them, but they had passed. Since that time, we have made the decision, based on the evidence and the facts, that we're going to charge two people, a 59-year-old woman from Bridgewater and a 32-year-old woman from Bridgewater, with animal cruelty and confining an animal in a vehicle in extreme heat. The animals were taken to a local veterinary clinic. We'll have a necropsy done just to confirm what took place here. But this is a really terrible tragedy that was truly preventable. But I'll take any questions that you have.
The call, the 911 call with the two women, you said that they were hysterical.
Yeah.
Did you identify those as the two owners that had arrived? They found the dogs, they brought the dogs out?
Yeah, so the two people that were hysterical and observed by the neighbor, those were the owners of the animals. Once they discovered what had taken place, they took both of the dogs out of the car, they hosed them down and tried to revive the dogs, but they were deceased. And that's what the neighbors had witnessed and officers discovered when they arrived on scene.
Do you know what they were doing, where they were going?
That's part of the investigation. I'm not going to identify where they were or where they had gone. We have a pretty good sense of what had taken place, and that's the belief on the timeline, why we believe that the animals were in the vehicle for, we believe, in excess of 90 minutes. As you know, it was 90-degree heat yesterday. The vehicle itself was all closed up, and it was not running. There was no AC in the vehicle.
Did it seem like a mistake that they thought the AC was on? Is that anything that you're looking into?
It appears as though they put the animals inside the vehicle initially and then did not return for some time.
Do you know when they'll be in court, or if you can release any identity?
No.
Or name?
No, I don't have those answers for you now.
What type of dog were they?
Both were doodle breed. One was a 4-year-old male and a 2-year-old female.
The two women, are they family? Are they related, living in the same residence?
They're related. Mm-hmm.
Are you able to use a mother-daughter?
I wouldn't go too far into that. Just we're not identifying them at this time.
How often do things like this happen, especially in the summer? Do you guys run into that are close to a tragedy like this, but don't reach to that point? How often do these things happen?
Well, we do get calls on them fairly regularly. That doesn't mean every day, but it's not unusual that somebody will call about an animal in there. But there are times where people have taken some precautions. The vehicle's running with somebody else, maybe in the back seat of the car with the animal, with the AC on, the windows down, under shade, or there's some other circumstance present. To have it happen in this fashion, I would say, is very rare.
And I guess if you could just speak to animal safety in cars during the summer. Those temperatures can skyrocket, and it only takes a matter of minutes. They were in there for 90 minutes. Who knows how long, they were alive while in there just because of the temperature. Your advice and your PSA to people that have these types of pets in these extreme conditions?
Yeah, in extreme conditions, particularly under direct sunlight, we know that vehicles can heat up very, very quickly. And so our advice to people is obviously, make your pets a priority as well as your own family. But in making them a priority, make sure you're accounting for the conditions that may sneak up on you. In direct sunlight, 90-degree heat like it was yesterday, there are things that you can do fundamentally to help prevent something like this. And I think that's really the message. It's a tragedy for them, certainly, but it's also preventable.
Was the car running? I know it said no AC, but...
No. Car was not running. Windows were closed. There was no water available in the vehicle. No.
Did they seem to understand the situation, I guess the best way to put it? Did they seem to understand how that is bad, or was it kind of just over their head in the moment? How does that...
I wouldn't go too far with describing their train of thought at the time. I appreciate the question, but I wouldn't go too far there.
And no idea on court, any arraignment, anything like that. That's just coming down the line soon.
Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll file our criminal complaints for the court. The court will make a determination on timeline, and that is part of the reason that we have not released identities of both individuals.
You said this is rare, something like this to happen.
Yeah, I think it's rare. I'm grateful to say that I think it's rare, but it's a terrible tragedy, and there are things that we can do to prevent something like this from happening. You got to make your pets a priority, just like you do your own family, and that's what should take place.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate you coming out. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Right now, what you're looking at here is a press conference wrapping up from Bridgewater Police. They're describing a very sad situation. You have a 59-year-old woman and a 32-year-old woman, both of Bridgewater, now facing charges after 2 dogs were left inside of the car. Both of those dogs died. They're facing charges for animal cruelty and also leaving those dogs inside of that car with no AC. The car was not running. No window was cracked, leaving them there in what was extreme heat because this happened on Wednesday. And these were both, there was a 2-year-old dog and a 4-year-old dog in the car. The police described the dogs as doodle breed, but we will continue to follow this story. But again, you have a 59-year-old and a 32-year-old woman of Bridgewater now facing charges for animal cruelty and leaving their dogs in extreme heat on Wednesday.